Coming up on DC News Now at 4, a 17-year-old student shot on his way to school in Northeast DC.
The blood of our kids is on Kip's hands.
Reaction from parents and leaders.
No black crime.
A renewed call for peace in the face of violence in the DMV. How advocates are spreading the word to communities most impacted.
Rain showers look to stick around through our Friday evening. We'll let you know if any more rain is on the way for the weekend.
Then a mysterious illness spreading among dogs. An expert warns what you need to look out for. Plus, playing Santa can be a tough task and can take a toll on your pockets. We're helping you stretch your dollar during your holiday shopping.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thanks for joining us on this Friday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall. Annalisa has the evening off. This afternoon, a 17-year-old is recovering after he was shot on his way to school this morning at KIPP DC College Prep in Northeast. Right now, police are searching for the suspect, and parents of students at the school are searching for answers. Our Randy Bass is live as the frustrations build tonight. Randy, what are people saying there?
Yeah, Mark, this shooting here this morning marks the second shooting outside of KIPP DC College Prep just this calendar year. Students I talked to today say violence in and around the school's campus has become the new norm, and parents I talked to are getting fed up with the violent trend and how the school is handling it.
And they become numb to it. Like, they literally, like, this is another day at KIPP.
This time, more than a dozen rounds fired at a 17-year-old boy on his way to class this morning. Police say a shooter in a white sedan pulled up, targeted him, and took off.
I hope it's not my baby, and I'm praying. I hope it's not no babies.
Tonight, parents at KIPP DC on edge. Aisha Brown says she felt initial communication from the school didn't stress the severity of what happened.
They said that your babies were safe and no need to worry. I go to social media, it's a video with a student on a stretcher inside of the building, shot.
The school says it first alerted parents to a student injury off campus before updating parents that it had been a shooting nearby. Students at the school tell us their cell phones are taken during the day, leaving some parents without a way to get directly in touch with their kids.
The 1 point of security that I did have with my son, you strip him of that the minute he comes over that threshold. But then gunshot, knives, all of that can come into the building, but he can't bring his cell phone.
And with violent crime on the rise.
This is obviously too close to home. This is too close to school. And we've got to do better as a community.
Assistant Chief Andre Wright with DC Police is a father of 3, and he hopes other parents can be part of the solution.
Please talk to your young folks and then reach out to the police department and let us know what's going on so that we can get out in front of this.
Yeah, you just heard from Assistant DC Police Chief Andre Wright there. He says it's important that parents stay involved and know what's going on with their kids, especially when it comes to some of these teenage beefs, trying to squash those beefs before they escalate to involve gun violence. The chief also says they're asking anybody with any information at all about that white 4-door sedan that allegedly pulled up here at the scene and shot at that teenager today, or any of the suspects, or anything about this incident at all. Anybody with any information is asked to get in touch with detectives tonight. Live in Northeast, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Staying in the district, police are searching for this car involved in an armed kidnapping. It happened Thursday morning at 10 a.m. in the 6900 block of 5th Street Northwest. Police say one of the suspects approached the victim, pulled out a gun, and told them to get into the car. They say the suspects drove the victim around, stole items, left them out, and then drove away. $10,000 reward is being offered in this case. Well, 4 suspects are on the run after attempting to steal a car in Montgomery County. It happened Sunday on Wisconsin Avenue in Bethesda. Police say the suspects pulled out a gun and asked the victim for their keys. They attempted to steal the car but couldn't drive it, and they took off. $10,000 reward is being offered in this case. If you have any information, you're asked to contact police. Well, switching gears, a cold, gloomy day here in the DMV. We've seen some of those showers throughout the day, and the weekend looks to be a warm-up. Let's head over now to meteorologist Damon Matson with a check on the weather as you're looking at roadways this afternoon on I-95 near Shirlington. And of course, Damon, having some little rain right now as expected, but hopefully this will go away in time for folks to enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, Mark, these showers, they've been pesky ever since they moved their way in earlier this afternoon, and we're experiencing that soggy weather here right about the time we're getting this evening commute underway. Now, we saw some of those steadier showers a couple of hours ago. Those have moved on to our east, but there is still some lingering rainfall right near the D.C. Metro along I-95 as well. Again, none of that steadier rain. All of this light green here is just some lighter drizzle, but the rain is still coming down and making things rather slick. So just take it easy out there for your evening commute in and around the district. We'll see this rain here for about another hour or two before things start to really dry out. And we did have a line of heavier rainfall that was just exiting St. Mary's County, and that is now off to the east across the Chesapeake Bay over toward the eastern shore. So again, this rainfall is not going to last the entire night here. We're just going to see this rain continue at least for the next couple of hours. There could be a couple of lingering isolated showers as late as 8 to 9 p.m. But as we head into your Friday night here, you won't need that umbrella as much here, folks, as this round of rainfall comes to an end. We will keep the clouds around, but we look to have a much drier start to the day than on your Saturday. But the question is, do we have more soggy weather on the way through the rest of the weekend? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. A group here in the district says that they're fed up with black people killing other black people. And today they brought to bring awareness to the problems facing the cities around the country and, of course, here in the region. Our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming spoke to several people today about their own personal pain with black-on-black violence. And Leonard, can this group make a difference?
Mark, this movement is certainly hoping to make a difference. People came from all over the DMV to walk Black Lives Matter Plaza to spread the message to whomever will listen, but they know it's a tall order. Authorities tell me that the majority of the 250 homicides in the nation's capital were black and were likely killed by other black people. Organizers of the No Black on Black Crime movement say that solutions like addressing parenting and poverty can help solve some of the violence. Keith Turner is the creator of the group. He tells me he's optimistic.
It's not just hope. I really believe that we can put a huge dent into black on black crime. And if we can put a huge dent in it this year, then I know that we can do a significant damage to it next year. In other words, you start taking the numbers back down.
The No Black on Black Crime movement continues with a candlelight vigil Saturday in Suitland, Maryland, and a closeout gathering Sunday in Lantham, Maryland. Mark?
All right, Leonard, some may wonder if this is going to be a heavy lift. As you know, this has certainly been a problem for decades. I mean, how can they turn the tide here?
No question that it is, but organizers tell me that, openly, that talking about violence is a great start, but also addressing some of the causes like parenting and poverty too can help. And if you can believe it, DC has not had a homicide since last Saturday, according to police statistics. Reporting in the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
2/3 voting in the affirmative, the resolution is adopted, and a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
With that vote, now former New York Representative George Santos became just the 6th U.S. House member to be expelled by his colleagues. Santos was voted out amid allegations that he fleeced his supporters and donors, spending thousands of campaign dollars on personal expenses like rent and shopping trips. He's also facing an indictment by the Justice Department and has pleaded not guilty despite a scathing ethics committee report released last week. Santos refused to resign, and today Santos says this is a political stunt by people who just don't like him.
It's pretty frustrating because I'm sitting here as somebody who is fighting an enormous amount of allegations, but I'm still fighting, I'm still standing, but they're all counting me out for dead, and I can't change that.
Well, despite today's developments, Santos had already announced that he did not plan to run for re-election. Well, the queen bee has her hive swarming once again, but this time it's for the debut of her new movie, Renaissance. The film is a documentary concert film that follows her world tour that took place over the summer. Our Skylar Salas got to catch up with those who went to see the movie.
Well, it's time to get back in formation as the highly anticipated Renaissance Beyonce movie premieres in theaters. Now, I spoke with some moviegoers who say they are more than ready to experience the essence that is Beyonce.
I just love Beyonce. It's Beyonce. I feel like she's infectious.
The Beyonce Renaissance tour that took place over the summer sold about 2.7 million tickets. So it's no question how dedicated fans were to relive the experience in theaters.
We went to the concert at FedEx Field and we had awesome seats. We were in the Beehive section, Beehive A section, so we're hoping we see ourselves on the screen.
Many who attended the concert were excited to not only sing along to their favorite songs, but to also get a look at the tour from behind the scenes.
I'm excited to hear more about Blue's experience.
It's an experience. I'm excited to be a part of the experience that's not through like Snapchat or like Instagram stories.
Some fans who weren't able to attend the concert say although they are excited to see the movie version of the concert, they are more excited to witness the meaning behind the music of the Renaissance album.
I'm just like happy to see like this like album getting recognition, especially for like what it stands for, like the like Afrofuturist, so like the like queer like narratives that like it like centers. Like I'm just excited that like a like performer like Beyonce is being able to do so and be like so successful in it. So like I'm just happy.
Now, if you're planning to come out and see the movie, remember that it will only be playing at your local AMC theaters. Reporting in Georgetown, Skylar Salas for DC News Now.
Skylar, thank you. Well, if you're in a giving mood this holiday season, Fairfax County is sharing a guide with several donation opportunities. The County Fire and Rescue Department is collecting toys on behalf of Toys for Tots. They're accepting new unwrapped toys from now until December 17th. The Annandale United Methodist Church and the Providence District Office are accepting winter gear donations. Drop off new or gently used hats, gloves, and coats. And the Police Department's Victim Services Division is hosting a gift card drive until December 16th.